What Chagat Brewing? Now, to finish with the topic past simple, let's talk about a special structure. And this special structure is used to. Used to actually is past simple, but we use this structure when we talk about habits in the past and facts in the past. So let's see how it works. Let's make some affirmative sentences, okay? And as you know, for affirmative sentences, we simply use the verb in past, right? So we say, for example, I used to play football with my friends in the neighborhood. Okay, this was a past habit I had. I used to play football with my friends in the neighborhood. So again, the verb is in past, and after this verb in past, we use an infinitive, okay? I used to play. I could say, for example, I used to eat, okay? For example, I used to eat hamburgers 10 years ago. Or I used to go. I used to go to the beach when I was a child, for example, okay? So, another sentence, this time is when we talk about facts in the past. So, for example, people used to travel on horseback 200 years ago. So, again, the verb in past, because this sentence is affirmative, and then we have a base form for the verb travel. People used to travel on horseback 200 years ago. Okay? I could also say, for example, people used to light candles 300 years ago. Okay? A fact in the past. So now, let's see. These are the sentences when they are affirmative, we use remember the verb in the past. And when the sentence is negative, as in the past simple, we use didn't. Okay, remember this is past simple. So I say, I didn't used to play tennis with my friends in the neighborhood. Again, didn't, the negation of the auxiliary for past simple, that is did. The verb is in base form. You see, we don't add the d, like here, you see. I say used to. By the way, you pronounce it the same, okay? I say used to here with the d, and I say used to here with no d. The difference is that I don't add d to the negative sentence because this verb is in base form, okay? So, I didn't used to play tennis with my friends in the neighborhood. Remember, I used to play football with my friends in the neighborhood. This is talking about past behavior or past habit. And now let's see the example talking about facts in the past. People didn't used to travel by plane 200 years ago. Again, didn't, the negation for the auxiliary did, and this is the contraction, okay? I can also say did not. So, people didn't used to, the verb with no d, okay, because this is negative. Travel, again, this verb in base form as well, by plane 200 years ago. People didn't used to travel by plane 200 years ago. So this way we make negative sentences using this special structure used to. Now let's see how we ask questions. Again, the auxiliary did for the past simple, then the subject I, next the verb in base form, no d, okay? Because for negative and for questions we don't add d to the verb. So, did I used to play, the verb in base form here as well? Did I used to play football with my friends in the neighborhood? So, what do you say? Did I used to play football with my friends in the neighborhood? Let's see the affirmative sentences. I used to play football with my friends in the neighborhood. So, the answer for the question is affirmative. The answer for this question is yes, you did. Did I used to play football with my friends in the neighborhood? Yes, you did. Now, let's try to get a negative answer. So, for example, here is the negative sentence. I didn't used to play tennis with my friends in the neighborhood. So, the question would be, did I used to play tennis with my friends in the neighborhood? And you say, no, you didn't. Okay? Now, next question, talking about facts in the past. Did people used to travel on horseback 200 years ago? Okay, let's see the sentence. The affirmative one. People used to travel on horseback 200 years ago. So the answer to the question, did people used to travel on horseback 200 years ago is yes, they did. Yes, they did. Now, to make it negative, for example, I ask, did people used to travel by plane? Did people used to travel by plane 200 years ago? No, absolutely no. Okay? No, they didn't. People didn't used to travel by plane 200 years ago. So this is it. This is a special structure, as I told you. Used to, and actually this is past simple. The only thing is that we use used to when we talk about past behavior, past habits, or when we talk about facts in the past. So I hope this lesson is useful for you as well. See you around, my friends.